Hey y'all, happy July 4th. You know I'm looking to the skies, ready for an alien invasion. Definitely check out the Independence Day Sasquatch footage too. It's very controversial, but super cool. I'm here to read the first chapter of my book, Monsters and Mysteries Around the Corner. I'm on my back porch, so I gotta keep my eyes wide open. Head on a swivel. Initiation. The light burns our eyes, but we are afraid of the dark. I grew up reading books like Goosebumps and Tales from the Crypt, so you could say I was built for this. I think that we all were. We all question our reality, but only some are brave enough to do something about it. Believe in it or not, the other side will reveal herself in the moments when we least expect. So climb the wall now, so we can plan for what's on the other side of this fence. Heaven is real, but so are monsters. Mysteries are right around the corner. Lock your doors. Do you remember being born? I have memories in the womb and still can visualize my baptism. I have written down my dreams for decades and have gathered as much info on the other side as I can. I rode around on the fire truck responding to calls as a kid. I used to spend nights in the barn sleeping on the hay bales talking to the animals. While hiking, biking, and fishing, I'm searching for the fossils and monsters. I'd rather find them before they find me. My family has always been full of explorers and freedom fighters. On my mother's side, I am connected to Thomas Jefferson, and on my dad's side, I'm related to our greatest president. I have visited the site in Dallas where my Fitzgerald family lost one member. The evil people in power have censored the truth and eliminated our patriots. It is my duty to my family Bible and Irish blood to continue my descendants' path of destiny. I heard a story from David Paulides that took place in 1868. The name caught my attention. Katie Flynn went missing while riding a horse in Michigan. She was 2. Her path merged with tracks of a black bear. 2 hunters joined the search with her parents, and they couldn't find her all night. The next day, they heard a cry through some brush. They saw a monster creature jump into the river and disappear into the dark. Katie was found with bad scratches on her face and hands, most likely from being hit by branches at high speeds. Katie said the big dog took her in his arms and walked away with her. The big dog ate her one missing shoe. The black thing came and played with her initially. It even brought her wintergreen berries. The creature carried Katie later on a bed of leaves and kept her warm. She was unharmed. A bear would not do this. Many blamed it on a pack of wolves, but you know what I believe. I plan to gain ground on the mystery of my last name. My dad is a paramedic and fireman. My mom is either fishing or researching our ancestry. My sister has saved lives as a lifeguard and also survived a coma. My mom's fiance is a trucker, and my stepmom is a nurse. My stepsister once stopped a man jumping off a bridge. My dad's parents were immigrants from Ireland. My peepaw was a Marine, and my mom's mother has Cree blood. My aunt once witnessed a banshee in Ireland as a young girl. You could say it's in my blood to explore for more. You could catch me in the salt caves or a sensory deprivation chamber seeking enlightenment. Ancient structures still cannot be figured out or recreated, even with the world's most advanced technology. Geoglyphs that are hundreds of feet in length depict humanoid creatures have shown up all known continents in the New World. They were created long before the usage of planes, so the real question is, who were they really built for? We look to hieroglyphs and ancient tablets for clues of our past, but only get more questions. Meditation and psychedelics open up new doors, but some hallways need to be walked through. We don't have to travel all the way to Egypt or Greece to reach Holy Land. It's right under our feet. The states have pyramids and temples of their own. There are tens of thousands of ancient structures and burial mounds filled with clues to our ancestors' past. Thousands of giant skeletons were excavated when America paved the roads, and sadly a museum I once respected has gone to great lengths to erase our history. I'm still waiting on the explanation of crop circles. In many villages across the world, they believe people live inside giant boulders and they build the roads around them. This is expensive and would only be done for a reason. One of my family friends growing up was tragically killed. They ruled it as a suicide, but there were many inconsistencies in the case. Many speculated that he cooperated with police, and they did not want him to admit that they failed to protect him. A kid that used to ride my bus claimed to have gotten away with his murder, and it tears me up inside that the government cover-ups like the Adjustment Bureau are closer to home than one may think. Remnants of our past are either ash or at the bottom of our ocean. But luckily, the truth will always surface. Hikers and explorers stumble upon our hidden history every day. The plasma of our existence and consciousness are still forever expanding. Paranormal is just normal. The forest comes alive at night, and there are certainly unidentified flying objects in the sky. Pack a personal GPS locator beacon, and please be safe while adventuring. I hope you packed extra water for this one. And if we run into a vortex of electromagnetic energy, please remain calm and just try to follow me. I've done this before. I grew up urban exploring and trailblazing by natural trade. I was always fishing new spots with my mom, preparing for hunts with Peepaw, and visiting new cities with my dad. I was the Pinewood Derby champ in the Boy Scouts and the Memorial Olympic medalist in Mohican. I love venturing to wild spots off the grid with friends after dark and eating at haunted diners and bars. I've met Zydrunas Lagauskas and seen Yao Ming with my own two eyes. The giant gene is still alive in our community. Growing up in Ohio, I was surrounded with stories of the Grassman, the mistakes on the lake, and thousands of ancient burial mounds. I grew up fishing for the Lake Erie Monster, journeying through Helltown and hunting for the frogmen. We picked many berries, hunted ginseng, and searched for mushrooms. The state is flooded with haunted colleges and crybaby bridges. Mansfield Reformatory and Moundsville Prison shaped my expectations of Gothic marvels. After 23 years, I moved down to Florida after refereeing the National Flag Football Championships in Polk County. I lived out in my car, and with that came many adventures. I joined a punk rock musical and became the stage manager. We played many shows in the Tampa area and even had a close run-in with the Seminole Heights serial killer. That summer, we survived the road to the West Coast and encountered many anomalies. Luckily, I had a sturdy tent and couch-worth with many incredible people. After Hurricane Irma, I moved to the Panhandle to become closer to my mom's ranch. I got a job at the famous local bowling alley amusement park and a gig umpiring local baseball and softball games. We had a boat that we took out when we weren't fishing on our pond. We picked pecans and other fruit and sold bags to locals. It was a nice change of pace. Tragically, the strongest hurricane to ever make landfall in the country struck our town directly. It did severe damage to my trailer, but luckily, I made it to my mom's. Sadly, she watched most of her fruit trees fall, and the land was forever changed. The storm killed countless people, but luckily, our family and friends were safe physically. We were scared mentally, but have bound together for the bounce back. The lanes were destroyed, but I was determined to find something else that fit me. My search for paranormal is an inward journey. It's incredibly fulfilling when you crack the code and find a couple cookie crumbs. I have learned so much about the possibilities this Terra has to offer, and even more about myself. This is a deeper dive into my collection of data and notes that I've been journaling since at least year 2000. Been keeping tabs on my dreams and strange experiences ever since I could hold a pen with my right to write. I was there when Cookie Carrasco returned from battling leukemia. I know what magic looks like. I am on a quest for consciousness and trying to see what my 21 grams has to offer. Energy is never created nor destroyed. It has always existed. Coincidence is the only thing to never exist, and a penny saved is only 1 cent. Every song, story, and script that I work on represents the land beyond the poles that are probably looking for us too. I will continue to look for the dear people on my drive to work, but you just focus on not texting while driving. Sometimes I believe seatbelts are a conspiracy, but that debate is for another day. Oh, wait, there's a knock on my front door. Shoot!